Welcome back to Matcha Mondays. It's episode 2, and I have a little intuitive treat for you guys today. Today is going to be more of like story time, and we're going to meet someone new. So let's just check in with our mood today. I would say my mood today has been very chill, a little sleepy, but very reflective and easygoing. So really didn't have many triggers today. Just went with the flow. Nothing too structured. Today was more of like a loose and productive kind of day. So very chill. My blood pressure didn't rise above 200 today, so that's a plus. All right, so like I said, it's going to be a little different today for today's show, and we're going to meet Busy Bria. Busy Bria, let's say she is a 37-year-old nurse practitioner. She's a wife and also a mom of 2, and the go-to person in her family. She's smart, driven, and also the queen of multitasking. But lately she's been feeling like she's running on fumes. It's 6:45 a.m. Bria's alarm goes off loudly, but she's already half awake. Her mind has been racing for a few hours. She is dreading the day before it even begins. She's dreading the day before the sun even rises. The dishes are still in the sink. Her youngest has a field trip she forgot to sign a permission slip for. Oh my goodness. And her scrubs just don't fit the way they used to. So Bria has gained a little weight again. At work, her co-workers joke about how Bria always has it together. What they don't know is she cried in the car before her shift even started, before she even got out of the car. She skipped breakfast once again, operating on autopilot. And that gallon of water she promised to drink today, yeah, it's still unopened and full in the passenger seat with a seatbelt on. She gets home late. Her spouse is just kind of chilling on the couch from a long day. The kids want her attention. The refrigerator is full of ingredients, but no meals, no prepared meals, no kind of grab and go options. And she's like, F it, and grabs a cereal box again and thinks, I used to be so much more on top of my life. What happened to me? She feels invisible in her own routine. The exhaustion isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and really, really deep. And yet, Bria knows there has to be another way. She's just not sure where to start. Now, after meeting Bria and her current situation, her reality, I want you to imagine that you are Bria and Maybe you are Bria right now. Maybe you used to be her. Or maybe you feel like you're on the verge, like she is right now, of being her in her shoes or something similar. So my questions, just a little reflection, just something to consider. First question, what part of Bria's story hits home for you the most right now? Like what resonated, what was triggering for you right now? Or what part of Bria's story brought back some flashbacks? Second question, if your inner GPS could speak, what would it say you're craving more of? And what part of Bria's story felt the heaviest? Now, you can answer this in a Word document, or you can just record yourself on your phone answering the question, maybe video. If you want to go into deep reflection mode, you can talk to the camera answering these questions. Or you can do none of the above and just answer them out loud without recording them. Or you can just not answer them at all. Maybe you're still pondering on if you are ready to answer them. Either way, whether you answer them or not, still be honest with yourself. And even if you don't want to answer them, how would you help Busy Bria? What would you say to her? How would you make her feel seen? Now, I know this might be heavier to some. This might trigger some emotions or feelings that you've buried because you're just not ready to face them or provide any kind of solutions for them. If that's the case, I want you to at least be aware of those feelings and see if or what they may be saying, as if they're like little messengers. That is the only thought that I have for today. And you may say, you know what? None of that, no part of Busy Bria's situation resonated with me. I didn't vibe with it. It may not have been your cup of matcha, and that's okay. But if something about Busy Bria's situation even gave you something slight like an eyebrow raise, that is an alert of something that you are feeling. And it's okay if you're really not clear on it yet. But what I don't want you to do is ignore it altogether. So that will complete today's episode on Matcha Mondays. I hope you are grounded and are being intentional with your choices for the rest of the week with tomorrow. And I will see you on next week's episode. I hope you have an amazing night or day, whatever time of day that you are listening to this. Be well and better health and in Matcha. I'm signing out. This is Coach Brandy.